This is Logan. This is me. We're going to tell you today why it's not really in your best interest to vote for Republicans. We're not telling you to vote for Democrats. They're not that great either. In fact, a lot of them have really sold out to the highest bidder, the ones we voted for last time. But the deal with Republicans is they just serve the moneyed interests. They don't serve us. And the other thing about them is that they're highly organized, they own the media, and they're great at disinformation. So today, Logan and I are going to explain to you 5 reasons why you shouldn't vote for Republicans.
This represents all the people in the United States. This represents all the money in the United States.
Reason number 1 not to vote for Republicans. Ronald Reagan, the quintessential Republican, initiated Reaganomics, which is the trickle-down theory. In other words, if you give the rich enough money, it somehow trickles down to us. We're going to show you how that's not quite true. During the 21 years from 1983 to 2004, 42% of the wealth went to 1% of the population.
1% of all the people got 42% of all the money.
94% of the wealth went to 20% of the population.
The top 20% of all the people got 94% of all the money. Got 94% of all the money.
The bottom 80% of the population got 6% of the wealth.
And the rest of us, 80%, got 6% of the money.
Okay, well, that seems fair. That's Reaganomics. 1% of the people get 42% of the wealth. The top 20%, including that one, have 94% of the wealth. And the rest of us, 80%, get 3 Legos, or 6% of the wealth generated from 1983 through 2005. Okay, reason number 2 not to vote for Republicans. Hourly wages. From 1949 to 1979, 30 years, wages increased 75%, from $9 an hour to 15, almost 16. Since 1980, average worker pay has increased 2%, not 75%, 2%. Wages from $15.78 an hour to $16.11. During that same time, worker productivity has increased 64%. What do you think of that?
Whoa.
Another good reason not to vote for Republicans: CEO pay. In 1990, average workers' pay was $24,000. Incredibly, CEO pay was 107 times that, or $2.5 million. $2.5 million. By 2005, worker pay had increased 4.5%. So the worker that was making about $25,000 a year is making about 26. Executive pay had increased a bizarre 400%. 400%. 400%.
I think we're gonna need more Legos.
The Bush tax cuts. Under the Bush tax cuts, this is 100% of the population. If you're in the bottom 20%, you got 1/8 of a Lego, or about $24. If you're in the middle 20% of the population, you got about 2.5 Legos, or $400 and change. Now, if you're in the top 1% of the population, you got $45,000. And if you were in the top 1/10%, that much, you got $200,000, dogs. That's maybe the most compelling reason not to vote Republican.
That was a good one.
Really good.
Another